Hello children, in this video you all will learn about the Indian Judiciary, which is an independent body which along with the other two organs of the government, that is the legislature and the executive, helps in the functioning of the country. It is independent because it has the sole right decisions without the interference of the legislature or the executive. The judiciary provides impartial and equal justice to all the citizens of India. It enforces, upholds, and protects the fundamental rights of the citizens. In addition, provides for an independent, single, unified judicial system, which means that at the apex is the Supreme Court, officiated by the Chief Justice of India. Below it are the high courts at the state level and followed by subordinate courts at the district level. They are all linked to one another and function at the direction and control of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is the highest court of appeal, and it looks into the functioning of the courts below it. If anyone is unhappy with the judgment of the lower courts, he or she can move to the higher courts with an appeal. Both the courts, that is the High Court and the Supreme Court, deals with different types of cases. Now children, I will deal with the Supreme Court first. The Supreme Court is the highest authority of law in our country. It is situated in New Delhi. Under the Supreme Court, I will discuss about the composition, qualification, appointment, tenure, and removal of the judges of the Supreme Court. To begin with, the composition of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court consists of 30 judges and 1 Chief Justice. The 30 judges and 1 Chief Justice are the regular judges and their number is fixed. That is, the number of the 30 judges, it is fixed. It does not vary. Then, the qualification of the judges of the Supreme Court. The judges of the Supreme Court need to be a judge of one or more high courts for 5 successive years, or need to be an advocate of one or more high courts for 10 successive years, or need to be a distinguished jurist in the opinion of the President. Next, we come to the appointment of the judges of the Supreme Court. The judges of the Supreme Court are appointed by the President, and the other judges are appointed by the President in consultation with the Chief Justice and such other judges of the Supreme Court or High Court as he may deem necessary for this purpose. Next is the tenure of the judges of the Supreme Court. The judges of the Supreme Court remains in the office, that is the judges as well as the Chief Justice. They remain in the office until he or she attains the age of 65 years. A judge may resign by writing to the President. He may also be removed from the office by the President through impeachment on the grounds of proved misbehavior or incapacity. Then comes the seat of the Supreme Court. New Delhi is the seat of the Supreme Court. However, it may sit in other places with the prior approval of the President. Next, we come to the High Court. below the Supreme Court is the High Court at this are the High Courts at the state level. Sometimes two or more states share a High Court. For example, Punjab and Haryana. The High Court comprises of the Chief Justice and some other judges appointed by the President of India. All the High Courts do not have the same strength. Next we come to the strength is decided by the President of India. At present, there are 24 High Courts in India. Of these, 3 High Courts have control over more than one state. Next, we come to the qualification of the members of the or judges of the High Court. He or she must be a citizen of India and must hold a judicial office for at least 10 years or should have been an advocate of a High Court for at least 10 years. He or she should also be a distinguished jurist in the opinion of the President. The removal of the High Court judges. The High Court judges can be removed by the President through impeachment on the grounds of proved misbehavior or incapacity. Now children, you must be very clear that the High Court is the highest court of justice in a state. It here appeals from the lower courts, that is the subordinate courts, and it also controls and supervises the working of the lower courts, and it maintains the records of all its decisions and proceedings which are quoted by the lawyers and judges in the subordinate courts. Now children, you must be very clear with the composition, qualification, appointment, tenure of the Supreme Court and High Court. Children, be very clear that the powers and functions are excluded in the second term syllabus. So to end with this session, I would conclude by saying that the Indian judiciary comprises the Supreme Court at the apex, followed by the High Courts in the different states and the subordinate courts at the district level. The judiciary is an independent organ. The Supreme Court of India is located at New Delhi and it comprises of the Chief Justice of India and a maximum of 30 other judges. Same with the High Court judges, it consists of the Chief Justice and a number of other judges from state to state as decided by the President. Then, and both the courts, they deal with the cases concerning the fundamental rights of the citizens, elections, petitions and other civil and criminal cases. Thank you.